Europe has long been a symbol of stability and progress, but behind the picturesque cities and historic landmarks, some nations are facing crises that could change their paths forever. Economic instability, political upheaval, shrinking populations, and social unrest are pushing certain countries to the brink. But which nations are collapsing the fastest, and why? After extensive research and analyzing countless reports, we've worked hard to bring you a well-rounded and accurate look at Europe's fastest collapsing countries. Every fact, figure, and insight in this video has been carefully examined to ensure you get the full picture. Stick with us as we reveal the surprising reasons behind these declines. And don't miss the last country. It's a story you won't believe. So let's begin. Number 14. United Kingdom. Once a global powerhouse, the United Kingdom is now grappling with major challenges that threaten its stability. With a population of 67.6 million, including 16% born abroad, the UK faces a severe cost of living crisis, driven by surging inflation in energy and food prices. Stagnant wage growth has further strained households, intensifying financial burdens. Political instability also looms large. Frequent leadership changes and divisions over Brexit, economic policies, and social issues have created an unpredictable political landscape, hindering effective governance. Meanwhile, the nation's aging population is overwhelming public services, and regional inequalities between London and other areas exacerbate economic and social disparities. GDP growth forecast revised upward to 1.1% for 2024. The UK's challenges underscore its struggle to maintain the robust economic and societal footing it once held. From energy crises to political rifts, the country faces a precarious path forward. Number 13. Sweden. Sweden is facing a challenging economic downturn marked by recession, rising unemployment, and household debt. GDP declined in 2023, with modest growth of 0.7% expected in 2024. Unemployment has climbed to 8.5% and is forecasted to persist at this level. Swedish households, among the most indebted in Europe, face vulnerabilities, as debt exceeds 190% of disposable income. The industrial sector struggles, with major companies like Atlas Copco seeing reduced demand, reflecting broader European economic issues. Amid these challenges, Swedes are adopting cautious spending habits, emphasizing sustainability as they navigate uncertain times. Number 12. Belgium. Belgium, renowned for its chocolate, waffles, and Red Devils football team, is grappling with significant challenges. As of 2023, the population stands at 11.7 million, with 2.2 million or 19% born abroad. Political fragmentation plagues the nation, driven by tensions between the French-speaking Wallonia and Dutch-speaking Flanders regions. While Flanders thrives economically, Wallonia struggles with higher unemployment and slower growth, fueling disparities and social unrest. Immigration has added pressure on housing, jobs, and social services, especially in urban areas, straining integration efforts. High public debt and an aging population challenge Belgium's extensive welfare system, raising concerns about sustainability. Number 11. Ireland. Ireland, known for its lush landscapes and rich culture, is facing mounting challenges. By 2024, the population reached 7.2 million, with immigrants comprising 12%, or 632,000 people, as per the 2022 census. A severe housing crisis grips the nation, with demand far outpacing supply, driving up rents and property prices. Immigration, particularly in cities like Dublin, has intensified the strain on housing, causing difficulties for locals and newcomers alike. Social cohesion and integration debates grow as demographic shifts spark discussions on Irish identity. Meanwhile, Ireland's healthcare system faces inefficiencies, long waiting times, and resource shortages, exacerbated by a growing population. Number 10. The Netherlands. Netherlands, home to iconic canals and windmills, is facing significant challenges despite its stability and wealth. As of August 15, 2024, the population is 18 million, with immigrants accounting for 4.83 million, 27%. A severe housing shortage, driven by high population density and immigration, has led to skyrocketing prices and strained infrastructure. Immigrants fill critical labor shortages in agriculture and healthcare, but spark concerns over job competition and wages. Cultural integration debates also arise as immigration impacts traditional values and social cohesion. Addressing housing, labor, and social issues will be key to shaping the Netherlands' future. Number 9. Spain. Spain, home to 45 UNESCO World Heritage Sites like the Alhambra and Antoni Gaudi's works, reached a population milestone of over 48 million in 2023. As of January 2024, immigrants made up 18.15% of the population, ranking Spain as the fourth most populated European country. However, Spain faces one of the EU's highest unemployment rates, with youth unemployment exceeding 30%, driving frustration and economic inequality. Skyrocketing housing prices in Madrid and Barcelona exacerbate a housing crisis, especially with stagnant wages. An aging population strains pensions and healthcare, while political fragmentation complicates reforms. Immigration, while filling labor gaps, challenges integration and social cohesion. Number 8. Romania. Romania is grappling with slowing growth, fiscal strains, and political turmoil. GDP growth slowed to 2.1% in 2023 and is expected to decelerate further to 1.4% in 2024, with a rebound projected in 2025. A persistent fiscal deficit, projected at 8.0% of GDP for 2024, raises concerns about sustainability and investment. Rising wages are fueling inflation, complicating price stabilization efforts. Political instability, marked by election controversies and the rise of far-right movements, adds to the uncertainty. Pro-European parties have formed a coalition to counter these forces, but public frustration over economic hardships and governance challenges remains palpable. Number 7. Poland. Poland faces economic recovery tempered by rising challenges. After a slowdown in 2023, GDP growth in 2024 is forecasted between 2.5% and 3.5%, fueled by household consumption and external sector recovery. However, inflationary pressures are set to rise as energy price caps phase out, limiting monetary policy flexibility. Unemployment is expected to rise slightly to 2.9% before improving, while robust wage growth of 11.4% in 2024 is projected to slow by 2025. Demographic issues, including an aging population and shrinking workforce, threaten long-term growth. Rising living costs and stringent migration policies have led to labor shortages, adding to Poland's economic uncertainty. Number 6. Hungary. Hungary is grappling with a severe economic downturn marked by high inflation, a technical recession, and strained EU relations. In the third quarter of the year, 2024, the GDP shrank by 0.7%, reflecting the second recession in 2 years. Inflation remains high at 4.5%, exceeding the central bank's target, while a fiscal deficit of 6.7% of GDP and stagnant public debt at 74% highlight ongoing financial struggles. The industrial sector has slowed, growing only 0.5% in 2024. Relations with the EU remain tense, suspending critical funds over rule of law concerns. Rising living costs and government reliance on Chinese investment add to public unease, deepening Hungary's economic uncertainty. Number 5. Portugal. Portugal, famed for its explorers, port wine, and historic charm, faces pressing challenges beneath its beauty. With a 2024 population of 10.6 million, 1.4 million people have an immigrant background. High public debt, exacerbated by the 2008 financial crisis and Eurozone debt crisis, remains among Europe's highest, constraining public investments. Despite economic recovery, wage growth is slow, and rising urban living costs, especially in Lisbon and Porto, deepen inequality. Many young professionals emigrate due to limited opportunities, causing a brain drain. An aging population further strains healthcare and social security systems, challenging Portugal's long-term stability. Number 4. Greece. Greece, the birthplace of democracy, is rich in historical landmarks like the Acropolis and Olympia. However, its population has declined from 11.0 million in 2013 to 10.5 million in 2023, with immigrants making up about 9% of the total. Greece's economic struggles, worsened by the 2008 global financial crisis, stem from mismanagement, corruption, and high public debt. Bailouts from the EU and IMF brought austerity measures, leading to poverty and social unrest. Unemployment, though reduced from 27% in 2013, remains above the EU average, especially for youth, triggering a brain drain. While tourism contributes 20% to GDP, this reliance makes Greece vulnerable to global shocks like COVID-19. Number 3. Italy. Italy, renowned for its art, architecture, and Italian pasta, has an estimated population of 59 million as of January 2024, with 5.3 million immigrants, a number that has steadily risen since 2010. Despite its cultural allure, Italy battles significant challenges. Its public debt stands at over 140% of GDP, restricting investments in critical areas like education and healthcare. Youth unemployment remains alarmingly high, often exceeding 20%, leading to economic stagnation and brain drain. With one of Europe's oldest populations, Italy faces immense strain on pensions and healthcare. The migrant crisis has further stressed resources, sparking social tensions and fueling political instability. Number 2. France. France, renowned for its cultural legacy, now grapples with deep social and economic challenges. As of January 2024, its population reached 68.4 million, up from 67.3 million in 2019, with 8.7 million foreign-born residents in 2022. Social unrest persists, with protests like the Yellow Vest movement and strikes against pension reforms, exposing frustrations over inequality and government policies. High unemployment, especially among youth, strains the economy, while pension reform efforts face resistance amidst an aging population. High taxes and rising living costs fuel discontent, and immigration challenges, including integration and social cohesion, add to France's complex issues. Number 1. Germany. Germany, once Europe's economic powerhouse, faces mounting challenges. With a population of 84.4 million in 2022, it boasts the continent's largest economy, excelling in industrial, scientific, and technological sectors. However, the loss of affordable Russian gas post-Ukraine invasion has triggered an energy crisis. Renewable energy transitions and nuclear plant closures have spiked energy costs, straining industries like automotive and manufacturing. Germany's aging population, where 28.7% have a migration background, has shrunk the workforce, raising labor costs. Facing economic stagnation with a revised GDP growth forecast of only 0.1% for 2025. Inflation and low growth now threaten its position as a global economic leader. As we've seen, the challenges faced by these European nations are complex and far-reaching, shaping the lives of their people in unexpected ways. But what about the unseen challenges travelers might encounter? Join us in our next video as we uncover 10 countries where Black travelers are not welcome. It's an eye-opening journey you won't want to miss. Click now to explore.